Okay, we're joined now by UC Riverside coach Magpayo and student athletes Vladimer Salaridze and Barrington Hargress. Coach, if you would please start us off with some opening comments and we'll take questions afterwards.
Yeah, first of all, credit to Long Beach State. I mean, they played a great game today. I thought that we were right there. The game was in the balance. It was 66-64 during that timeout. I forgot how much time, like under 8-minute media, I think. And they just hit some big shots and they kind of overpowered us there. And I thought we ran out of gas a little bit. We're getting pretty good looks, just couldn't get it over. I felt like, and that's what they do. They're big and strong, and they wear you out, And so I thought they wore us out a little bit down the stretch, and what was a close game turned into a loss. So credit to Long Beach State, credit to Coach Munson for getting his guys ready to play, and I wish them all the best.
Questions in the room?
Answer to KUCR Radio. Coach, I just want to talk about how you guys lost pretty much 4 of your best players going into this season: Zion, Flynn, Lachlan, and Jamal. You bring in some new faces, and you guys climbed all the way to the 5th seed. And can you talk about how proud you are with this team and just the resilience you guys have every single night you guys go out and compete?
You nailed it. Just what a resilient bunch. I just talked to him about that we were 8-15 and 3-8 in league, and for us to find our way to an 8-3 finish down the stretch to get to ourselves a 16-18 and have some great memories, big time wins. We grew up. I think that these guys grew up in a big time way this year and learned how to respond to adversity. So could not be prouder. I'm going to miss, just like last year we missed those 4 guys, I'm going to miss our 2 seniors, Kyle Owens, who we're thinking of all the time, and Will Tattersall, who for 4 years, and he's been here with me from day one as head coach, helped build this program into what it is today. So going to miss those 2 guys, but I'm proud of these guys, and our core group has a very bright future at UC Riverside.
Kianushi KUCR. This is directed to either of the 2 players. You guys both have at least 1 more year left on the team. What are you guys looking forward to on a, as Hansel asked, you guys had a really good season, all things considered. What are you guys looking to build on, and what are you looking for next season?
I think we're just looking to keep building. One thing that we always talked about this year was no limits. And I think that that's going to continue to the next year. And I think that we're going to keep on building. We're going to go back. We're going to grow. I think we're all going to grow physically, mentally. And I think we're just going to come back as a better team and, keep making runs. That's our goal.
Like he said, we have so many young guys, and a lot of young guys stepped up, and like Caleb Smith and Barrington Hargress, freshman of the year, and I just think that we're really resilient, and our mantra has been it's us, stay together, and I just think that we have a lot to look forward to next year, and we're just gonna keep building, keep chopping, and stay.
Gabriel Duarte, Daily Sundial. Coach, Barrington had a really great year, exploding onto the scene during the season. What did you think of his coming into the season, of what he could do compared to? Were you a little surprised of the way he played, coming out and winning Freshman Player of the Year? Just talk to me about the way you've seen Barrington progress from last year to this year.
Yeah, he was redshirt last year, but he was giving our 3 senior guards fits and practices. We were like, if this translates, he's going to be a trouble and dangerous. He was giving Jamal Hartwell, Zion Pullen, Flynn Cameron. He was giving it to him in practice, and our program, we take a lot of pride in our program and development of players, and Barrington is now back-to-back UC Riverside Big West Freshman of the Year. But credit to Barrington, he just bought in. Barrington and Caleb, those 2 guys that you're talking about, Retro, they're just so coachable. And we talk about having a great attitude and great work ethic, and you're just hearing these guys right now speak, and Barrington just so eloquent. Barrington. So proud of him. I mean, just seeing him grow right in front of our eyes, and we take a lot of pride in that because he's UC Riverside's son, and to see, just like Zion was, and to see guys grow up in the program like that. And then Caleb Smith is just a fascinating player this year that just grew and grew and grew and turned into a go-to guy for us. So But yeah, this is just the tip of the surface for Barrington Hargress. There's a lot of growth ahead, and especially if he's got that mentality that he wants to grow, just like he's been doing, he's going to be dangerous.
Alex Perez, Valley View News. This question's for Barrington. So you had a great shooting night last night. It was a pretty rough shooting night tonight. Would you say that playing a back-to-back had any effect on you or your teammates in tonight's game?
I mean, back-to-backs are always a difficult thing to go through, but I feel like, just shots weren't falling. Gotta get better looks. It's all part of the game. But sometimes I know that that's not the only way to affect the game. So always trying to affect the game in any type of way, whether it's a back-to-back, I know it's a difficult game. Just trying to be an effective player because there's multiple aspects of the game that you can change and that you can have your impact on.
Chelsea Full, UC Riverside SID. You guys touched on this. The season didn't really start out as planned. It really grew, and you guys had a great year. I think you have a lot to be proud of. Tournament's tough. Doesn't always turn out the way you want it to. But we had a big month down the stretch from Caleb, more playing time from Nee. Isaiah came back strong. Barrington, freshman of the year. Vlad shot 17 points tonight. Like, you were a beast. All three of you, what do you see for the future of the program?
Yeah, I just told the guys right now, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but it's what I believe. I think this core group, and we're losing 2 seniors, Will Tattersall and Kyle Owens, but I think this core group, if they came back, would be one of the favorites next year. I just think we have a lot of good pieces. It's a connected group, and and also I want to talk about Vlad here. Who fought his way through the season and was playing a lot early, and then some other guys kind of stepped up and took his playing time, and Vladimer never wavered and stayed with it. And for him to have a great stretch here in the last 7 games and to close out with a 17-point game, one of his best games in the year, just really proud of him. Looking forward to the future.
I think as far as looking forward to next year, once again, I think that we're going to keep on chopping, like our athletic director says, and we're going to just keep on, growing as a group. We got a long process ahead, starting June, starting spring. So, just really getting in there, locking in, and becoming a team once again. That's all it's about, and that's how we're going to come back better.
Vlad, last question for you. You kind of built your game on just defensive intensity, getting the loose ball, putting your body on the line. What's your mentality going every single game, or what's your mentality to always, grab the loose ball, grab a rebound, and just putting yourself for the team?
Just energy. Like, coming off the bench, you can affect the game in many ways. And I've always taken a pride in being a good rebounder. And, shots may not fall, but, you can always have an effort. And, that's what I strive to do every game, stay with it and keep my head in the game. Just try to help the team in any way I can, so, yeah.
One more question.
Barrington, this is a question for you. Like Coach said, you redshirted last year. What's this season been like, stepping into this role where, last year, you weren't even making the travel roster, and now this year you're all of a sudden you're the man on campus, it feels like. What has this season been like for you?
It's been beautiful, just the hooper in me, redshirting is really hard, seeing you want to play, but you also want to learn. So taking that and then using that as fire to come out this year and then really try to be the best player as possible and really fill what I saw that left with our four really key pieces, and then just taking that and then understanding that this team is going to be different, and that also building it a different way. So I've really just tried to lock in and take that redshirt season and make sure that everything that I've learned has been put out on that floor. Yeah.
Thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it.